and we're going to be talking about the Jesuit martyr Joaquin Lopez y Lopez. So, we're going to talk about their childhood background and education, and most importantly, what did their formation look like. So, he was born on August 16th, 1918, in Chalchuapa, El Salvador. He would sometimes joke about his real birthday to others, so they wouldn't know it. But according to magazine.scu, his family was relatively well off. He came from a very, very wealthy family that owned multiple coffee plantations and a very well-known dairy close to Santa Ana. And Santa Ana was where he went to school first. But very early, he separated from his family. And then after that, he finished at a Jesuit school in the area of a Jesuit residence, Iglesia del Carmen. He would then graduate in 1938. Then he entered the Jesuit order. He would study humanities and philosophies in the U.S., El Paso, Texas. And then he studied theology in Kansas and then continued in Spain, where he got ordained in 1952. Lopez y Lopez worked with many issues, but the main issues were the education in school, social justice, and rights for the poor. According to JesuitEscam.org, he founded Fe y Alegria. This organization would focus on providing schooling, training for certain jobs, and support for children and youth who have little to no access to education and obviously money. So we're going to talk about his faith in God, and his Jesuit education taught him that when he serves the poor, he serves God. According to Jesuits.org, he and other Jesuit martyrs loved to live out the concept that faith that does justice. This would ultimately push him to help out others in need. Ultimately to create schools, job training centers, and many programs that help people in poverty escape. So with Lopez y Lopez, how is the kingdom of God visible? According to NationSolidarity.net, Lopez y Lopez lived out the Paschal mystery by showing his compassion for the poor. Through his organization called Fe y Alegria, he served the children, youth, and families that dealt with poverty. Jesuits.org told me that even in times of war, he stayed with the poor and continued his journey. He showed me that he dedicated his whole life to education, service, and building more schools for the youth. He hoped that his mission through Fe y Alegria, that education could break the pattern of poverty. Jesuits.ca depicts how the Jesuit martyrs of the time lived out the gospel by creating justice, dignity, and compassion for the poor, most importantly, Joaquin Lopez y Lopez. So how can we be exactly like Joaquin Lopez y Lopez? We can try to show compassion by helping out others in need. This might sound simple to do, but people can say they do this. In reality, most care about themselves. Just like Lopez y Lopez, we can stand in solidarity with people who suffer, just like he did. Just like in war in El Salvador, he could have left the country, but he decided to stay with the poor and continue his mission. We can try to practice self-giving love by doing the right thing, but in return, we don't expect anything back. We can hope that small actions of kindness and justice matter and will help the people in need. As children of God, we can work for the kingdom of God and make choices like fairness and dignity. Thank you.